Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Sunday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Monday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic.
And for their matchup with New Orleans, it's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Tracy McGrady, Carter out there with Haywood. Then it's White, and it's Gilmore in at the center filling out the middle. And for New York, we've got Brown, Jalen Brunson out there with Mitchell. Then it's James, and it's Howard in at the 5 roaming the paint. And it's the Knicks to start out. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
Here's Brown. The kick out to LeBron. Some nice passing by New York here. It's rebounded by Indiana. Their first look at this year's New York squad.
And facing a squad that poses some challenges. I mean, they beat them in the playoffs, but lost the regular season series.
I think this could go either way. I mean, they've had the upper hand most recently, but you play the games because you don't know how it's going to play out.
Now here's Brunson. Vince Carter missing his last shot. Brunson, good.
And seen Brunson drive inside. Good at just keeping the pressure on the defense.
McGrady outside. No good on the three. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for New York. Outside, James. We play just over a minute here in the first. And he can't jam it through. Runs in the pass to Howard. To the inside. James. Can't cash in from close range.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Pass to Gilmore. Now here is Carter. Fires the three. Rebounded by Howard.
3 misses to start the game. Still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
LeBron kicks to Howard. Runs in the pass to Howard. Brown outside. Here's Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Brown, no good.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Here's McGrady. Howard with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Out to Brunson. Brown outside. Mitchell outside. Just 4 to shoot. It's stolen by McGrady. Knocked loose. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's White. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Timeout. There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Looking now at some numbers for Donovan Mitchell. Great showing for him last season. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Haywood. Carter outside. Fires the three.
And love to see the effort from Mitchell at the defensive end. Getting a hand up and challenging that shot. When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team. And it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Clark, these Indiana Pacers play at one of the quickest paces of any team in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's quite fitting considering the nickname, Indiana Pacers. When they do set the pace, they love to push that rock, and they do it relentlessly. Catching you before your defense can get set. It's a beautiful way to play. Tell you what, though, you got to be in great shape to make it work.
So it's the Pacers now. The Knicks making the shot. Back to McGrady from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside.
Runs in the pass to Howard. Howard with a screen on Haywood. James dishes to Howard. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Howard's got his second bucket.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Pass to Haywood. Wide, a screen on LeBron. McGrady outside. Plenty of daylight on that shot. McGrady's got 5 now.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Brown. Still yet to score. Howard, the pass to James. Howard setting the pick for James. Out to Brunson. Here's Mitchell. 6 to shoot. Brunson against White. Brown wide open. He fired. A three-pointer is right on target.
Man, how about the cool, composed attitude of Jaylen Brown in these spots? I mean, rising up and knocking it down with the shot clock up against him, that's pretty good.
Now here's White. Pass to Haywood. Back to White. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by New York. Their last game, a win against Boston, hoping to carry it into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They found their rhythm and kept piling it on. And a huge boost of confidence on the road for sure.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Knicks. The Pacers also with a sub. McDyess is checked in. James in the post. Defended by Carter. And it's Mitchell missing. The Pacers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game.
Carter taking flight is a thing of beauty. Vinsanity showing off his amazing bounce.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Mitchell passes to Howard. Back to Mitchell. Poke loose. Pass to Howard. White against Brunson. 5 to shoot. LeBron kicks to Brunson. Good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 3 assists tonight.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
McDyess with the ball. McGrady outside. Driving inside. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. New York's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Brunson. Randle outside. Brunson against McGrady. That gives them the lead. Brunson's got 7 points in the game.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
He lobs it up. Pass to Randle. And stolen by White. Now the Pacers moving it up. Here's Carter. And he makes good on the layup.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Mitchell outside. 2 points. That one goes. And the Knicks lead by 1.
In a volume scorer, Mitchell excels at getting inside and converting.
And White kicks to McGrady. First trip to the line for him here. 13. And the first one at the line is good. With their offensive firepower, had the Pacers Clark maxed out at that end of the floor.
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
And they double up LeBron. Randle from outside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Timeout charge to the Pacers. Here comes the Knick.
Halliburton's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. Number 1, the Pacers.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
Carter down low, working on Howard. Pass to Gilmore. And here is Scott. It's good.
And, you know, I'm not quite sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave somebody like him uncovered.
the middle. He's looking for James and finds him. And they double up James. And a wide open look for Halliburton. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pacers trail by 3. Brady kicks to Scott. Carter against James. Pass to McDyess. Now here's Scott. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McGrady. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. McGrady's got 10 points.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
James in the post. Carter on him. James, no good.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's James following the shot by Tracy McGrady. And it's sent back by Carter. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Halliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys involved. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. McDaniels checked in for Cook.
Xavier McDaniels.
New York's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. James in the high post. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Celtics in Boston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the chart.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And they also are top 5 in rebounding. That was really a strength of this group all season.
And the defensive ranking, GA, you brought up, right near the top of the league. They had attitude at that end of the floor. For Indiana, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Pass to McDyess. 1:14 left here in the first quarter. With his first shot attempt off the left rim and out. James in the post. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Look, the physicality has always stood out with LeBron. It's been obvious, but his basketball IQ is what makes him such a special player. I mean, he sees the game like very few ever have.
So for the Knicks, Al Horford's checked in for Howard. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Donovan Mitchell. Indiana trailing here. Outside, White. Here's McDyess. And James pulls it down.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Out to Brunson. Randall outside. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Randall outside. New York, no good that time either.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. McDyess with the ball. Randall on him. McDyess passes to Scott. Launches from deep. Knicks with the rebound. From deep, James. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. The pairing up front, Toppin and Randall. Halliburton is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
And the foul on Obi Toppin. That's his first foul. And New York making a change. Fights checked in.
Now into the lineup for your New York Knicks, number 9.
Sigma the pass to McDaniel. Outside, Scott. Pass to McDice. Just 5 to shoot. A fader. Randall grabs the board.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Halliburton kicks to Brunson. Anunoby left side. Halliburton on the wing. He's covered by McDice. Got a piece of it. Scott against White, and Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Knicks. The Pacers also with a sub. Haywood's checked in for Antonio McDice. Haywood the pass to Sigma. White looking around. Pass to Haywood. Shot clock at 5. Here is Sigma. Haywood with a screen on Halliburton. Goes back up. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Scott.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
The kick out to Brown. And stolen by White. Down low. Haywood, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And finished off by Halliburton.
High energy throwdown that time by Halliburton. Not wasting any time or motion.
And so White will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton is flat out special, Clark. And you say it all the time. He is an absolute machine on offense.
He really is an orchestrator, a maestro of platinum-level capability. His turnover numbers, outstanding. He's a guy that flirts with the 50, 40, 90 shooting splits and is going to lead the league in assists, I think, the better part of his career going forward. That's how good he is.
Pass to Brunson. Randall with a screen for Brunson. A little shot fake there, got the D out of position. Brunson's got the lead up to 5 now for New York. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. Coming off a terrific season, put up about 28 points a game, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
And both free throws good for White. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Now Scott, following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. Scott the pass to White. Shoots over Brown. Outside, Scott. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Sigma, and that one drops for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now, here's Brown. He had 13 points in the win against Boston.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Anunoby, no good. Pacers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. White with it. Halliburton picks him up. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here, has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Halliburton. Vince Carter, he's checked in for Indiana. And once again off the mark by Indiana. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to the Detroit Pistons.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Brown finds Randall. Back to Brown. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. The Knicks making a switch here. James is checked in. Tracy McGrady's checked in for Indiana. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Pacers 4th.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Now here's Brunson. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Sigma. Pacers trail by 5. Now here's White. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. It's rebounded by New York. Randall's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mitchell kicks to LeBron. Looking to get back on track here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First in assists, and they were #1 in field goal percentage. Their shot selection, a major focus for this group, and more often than not, it was going to be their O that propelled them to victory.
And having the best offense in the league last season, they were an opponent that no team wanted to face.
Now, over 2 decades playing in the league, LeBron James continues to play at an amazing level. Remarkable.
It's Vince Carter on the wing. Back to McGrady. Pass to Haywood. Here's White. Lays it up and banks it in. White's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Brunson. He's got 15. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Vince Carter picks one up.
Staying strong inside. Brunson going right into the coverage to get the call.
The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on that one.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Scotty's checked in for Indiana.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Randall passes to Mitchell. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Scott. Back to McGrady. Pass to Haywood. And stolen by James. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. LeBron's shot is good. James has got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
And Brown is quite unselfish as a player, always willing to get the ball to the open teammate.
Scott the pass to Sigma. Oh, Haywood. James covering. LeBron against Haywood. Back to McGrady from the arc. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
He's picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
Now Brown. He's got 6. Pass to LeBron. Brown against Carter. Brown dishes to LeBron. LeBron going to work inside.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
The Knicks leading by 8. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Defender gets caught in a bad position there. LeBron so powerful enough to convert in contact.
The Knicks have put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Halliburton's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Now here's Scott. Carter outside. McGrady outside. Pocket 6. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
In watching McGrady, you see the length and athleticism. He's a matchup nightmare for most teams.
Now here's Brown. 6 points. for him. James in the post. Haywood covering. Back to LeBron. Fades back. The Pacers pull it in.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's Carter. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Randall a screen on Haywood. Pass to Randall. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Now, here's Halliburton, following the shot by Tracy McGrady.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Haywood. Looking for Carter. He gets it there. Now, here is Haywood. Here's McGrady. They grab their own miss. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Haywood.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Randall with a screen for LeBron. James with a powerful jam.
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what? 2 decades?
52-46.
Pass to Sigma. Carter outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Howard comes in for Randall. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Halliburton. Now here's Brunson. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston. James, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. James has got 13 points now in the quarter. Pacers trail by 7. Here's White. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And he's clearly led the way off. Offensively, the question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Brown outside. Pass to LeBron. Fades and shoots. Haywood with the rebound. Haywood's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And it's Carter missing. The Knicks leading by 5.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Howard in the post. White's there. There's Brown with the 3. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got 4 rebounds in this game. No good on the shot. Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You look at New York. Hey, their spirits are high. They have a chance to start the season on a winning streak. Build up that momentum, guys.
The way they looked in that first game, it certainly wouldn't be a surprise. And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Pacers.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free throws. Almost, mostly bricks.
It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy.
Very funny.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Pacers trail by 5. On the court for Indiana, they've got Haywood. White is out there with Tracy McGrady. Then there's Carter. And it's Gilmore in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And Carter, well known for his throwdown ability. Superb at rising up and punishing the rim.
And here is James. Brown outside. Kicks it out to James. Brunson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brown the pass to Brunson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season. Number 1, the Pacers.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Here's White shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for White.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
LeBron outside, and Vince Carter picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
And about a minute of action so far in the 3rd quarter. Brown outside. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
Right on that shot. With that, the Knick lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Tracy McGrady. James looking around. Pass to Howard. Gilmore grabs the miss.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
2 shots.
It's the second from the line. And so White will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Haywood. Into the 3rd we go. 2 minutes in now. Knocked away. Howard with the steal. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Pacers trail by 4. Outside, White. McGrady, right side. Over Mitchell. And it's McGrady that time on the assist by White. White's got 4 assists in the game.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 16. Haywood with the block. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. White against Brunson for the lead. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Howard kicks to LeBron. White against Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to James. Howard dishes to LeBron. New York, no good that time either. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Carter, the pass to White. Back to Carter. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Brown.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
LeBron gathering speed. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. James has got 18 points.
Still possessing incredible athleticism. LeBron James, when he attacks like this, you can almost forget about stopping.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Kicks it out to Mitchell. It's rebounded by Indiana. Haywood's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Carter. Dwight Howard grabs the board. For New York, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. The drive by Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell.
And here's a look at numbers for Brown. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 23 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. The game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, the scoring turns the tide.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Brunson, the bounce pass. With the fadeaway. Nice shot by James. LeBron's got 5 points now this quarter.
LeBron's skill level is so great. I mean, that mid-range is not his go-to, but he can do it all, so it looks like it's part of his go-to. He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
White against Brunson. Pass to Howard. Brunson against White. Here's Brown. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Brown's got 13.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
White with it. 20 points for him. Here's McGrady. And Indiana, another three.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
New York trailing. LeBron outside. It's blocked.
Respect the reach of Gilmore because it's extensive. Makes blocking shots look really easy.
Carter dishes to Haywood. Out to Carter. White against Brunson. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
The kick out to Brown. Pass to James. Back to Brown. To the paint. And the dunk by LeBron.
Well, you better stop the ball, especially when it's LeBron James with it. That guy is pretty good.
Pacers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And here is McGrady. Launches it from deep. The Knicks pull it in. Howard's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. James absorbing hits on the crowd.
How many times have we seen that? I mean, LeBron going right through and into the defense and finds a way to power through the contact as if he hasn't even been hit.
A three. And it's White missing.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Kicks it out to James. To Brunson. Outside, James. 5 on the clock. Pacers with the rebound. Inside. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Carter with the bucket.
And the fast break finds the right guy. Carter goes all out to make sure they convert.
Now here's LeBron. 24 points for him. Howard setting the pick for James. Pass to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Trailing by 2. White, a screen on Mitchell. McGrady. And it's off from three-point range. The Knicks have gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime. Shooting 8 of 15. Here's LeBron. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got 8 rebounds in this game. McGrady outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And James throws it down.
Add this game to LeBron's extensive career highlights. I mean, he's had plenty of big nights like this, but it never gets old.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 26. Round the pass to Mitchell. Howard setting the pick for Mitchell. Gilmore grabs the miss. Gilmore's got 9 rebounds now tonight. With the crossover and the rejection by James.
Love the defense from James. When he's engaged and focused, he can block some shots, folks.
Pass to Haywood. Here's McGrady. From deep three-point land, Jalen Brunson grabs the miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
Randall's checked in for the Knicks. And Indiana with a change here, too. McNice is checked in. Now here's White. He's got 20. A shot by McGrady, no good.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Brunson, no good. Indiana trailing here. On the wing, Tracy McGrady, covered by Mitchell. McDyess inside, Randall on him. McDyess kicks to White. Now, here is McGrady, covered by Mitchell, and the basket is good.
Yeah, you got to love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Bounce pass from Randall. LeBron is doubled. Mitchell outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist here tonight. 1:21 left here in the third quarter. And White kicks to McGrady. 77-74. Brunson against White. Here's Carter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. While we have a chance, let's take a look at the teams that led the NBA in rebounding last season. Number 5, the Knicks.
Boy, I tell you what, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard.
OG Anunoby's checked in for the Knicks. Halliburton comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Pass to LeBron. Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Randall right side. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Here's White. Now here is McGrady. Gets the three-pointer to fall. McGrady's got 16 points here in the second half.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to James. Back to Brunson. James a screen on White. Here's Brunson. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And he gets it to go from the corner. Randall's got his second basket of the night. 23 seconds left to play here in the third. McGrady against Halliburton. A shot by McGrady, no good. LeBron outside. Halliburton for 3. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Knicks. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
You got to make hustle plays. Be first to the floor. Rebound the ball and run. Rebound the ball and run. Let's get to the line. Cut hard so we get fouled on our cut.
Greg, you know he's always going to demand aggressiveness.
Yeah, but you get why, though. The little hustle plays make a big difference in these close games.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. The big men on the floor for him, Anunoby and Randall. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Halliburton, and it's Brown in at the small forward. Here's Brown, following the score by Indiana. Here's Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Mitchell finds Halliburton. Back to Mitchell. 3-pointer. Scott pulls it in.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Haywood with a screen on Mitchell. No coverage that time. And the Pacers lead by 1.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Randall with a screen for Halliburton. Randall left side. here's Halliburton. He's covered closely. He gets it in there.
Nice feed from Halliburton. He's really put in the work to become an outstanding passer.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Carter. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now, here is Halliburton. Some nice passing by New York here. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Outstanding concentration and control right there by Halliburton. And one opportunity.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
Big-time hops on display there. What a throwdown by Brown.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Now Carter. Good D by Mitchell. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Now, here's Halliburton. 5 to shoot. Anunoby kicks to Halliburton. Here's Carter. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts. Here's Brown. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Outside for Randall. Halliburton in the corner. Back to Randall. Just 5 on the clock. Got a hand on it.
I want to see more blocks from Sickney, given his huge size and excellent timing.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now here's Randall. Halliburton outside. Back to Randall. Outside for Halliburton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Typically crafty offense from Halliburton. I mean, using a fake that time to his advantage.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Indiana?
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Randall. James comes in for OG Anunoby. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Mitchell. James finds Howard. LeBron with it. McGrady covering. And here's the fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, much respect for the versatility of McDaniel. I mean, he does everything for this team. Plays with a lot of confidence, too.
At the line, 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Howard with his screen on Haywood. LeBron, no luck. Indiana leading. Takes it inside. A nice shot by McDaniel.
McDaniel works really hard inside, but he's a guy who can play at all 3 levels.
For New York, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. And here is LeBron. Howard setting the pick for LeBron. The kick out to Brown. Back to James, and Brunson has it in the corner. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Pacers leading by 4. Nick Daniel, the pass to White. Over Brown. And it's White missing. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
LeBron shot is off.
That's as high percentage as it gets for him. I mean, the defense really has to be mindful of not giving him that kind of space to operate.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
James finds Brunson. Howard with a screen on White. Here's Brunson. And with that shot, the Indiana leads get down now to just 5 in the bucket from Howard.
Howard, one of the most dangerous players in the league when he rolls to the rim.
McGrady outside. Pass to Haywood. Goes up from the top of the key. A shot by McGrady, no good. For New York, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
96-93.
Pacers leading by 3. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Halliburton. The Pacers also with a sub. Carter, he's checked in for McDaniel. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Thanks, David. And it's the Knicks with the ball. After Indiana gets the 3, James kicks to Brunson. Shoots over White, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's McGrady, and the shot goes down. McGrady's got 39.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Brown with the bounce pass. LeBron kicks to Brown. New York moving the ball around. Brunson the pass to James. Haywood with the rebound. Haywood's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. And stolen by Howard. Brown against White. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
Free throw good from Brown. He's perfect from the line this time. Pacers leading by 4. Carter outside. Pass to Gilmore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Dwight Howard.
One of the strongest guys in the league ever. Artis Gilmore is an intimidating rim protector. You don't want to drive to the bucket when he's waiting in the middle. That could be painful.
He doesn't get the second one.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game, at least.
Brunson, no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 5-point game. And slam dunk by Haywood.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
And so here is New York. The Pacers making the shot. And slam dunk by Haywood.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Brunson with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Mitchell outside. Pass to Brown. And here's Brunson. Shoots the three. White with the defensive effort.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Gilmore. Here's McGrady. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Brown finds Mitchell. Howard with a screen on Haywood. Here's James. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. LeBron's got 28.
The mid-range jumper has really been a vital part of LeBron's game in the second half of his career.
The shot by Carter, nobody around. A three-pointer, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
James sets the screen for Brunson. The second effort, that's in. And the Pacer lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from James.
LeBron delivering in the key moments. Huge basket from the King.
Carter down low. He's covered by Brown. White against Brunson. Here's Carter. And he nails that one right through the net. 21 points for Vince Carter.
Yeah, watching Carter find his rhythm. Very impressive. An efficient scorer who can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Brunson outside. Latre. Brunson for 3. Likes the look and drains it.
And he lives for the moment. Brunson playing his best during crunch time.
Outside, White. McGrady kicks to White. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's New York with it. James dishes to Howard. Howard with a screen on White. Ron right side. Stolen by Haywood. And he commits the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul. 13 foul.
There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
14 foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
No time to waste on this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
Howard, it counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Tremendous play there. Howard giving them everything.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Do it. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Obviously upset to have to take a seat here, but at this point, I don't think it'll have an impact. The game's probably out of reach anyway.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're down by 7. Guys, what's your take?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
So the Pacers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Tracy McGrady.